So HashMap and HashSet both serve different purposes. They have different use cases, different scenarios you will use them. So both are not same. Even though they store in the hashing concept, but so one is key value based data structure, that is HashMap, right? HashMap is a key value data structure that allows you to store and retrieve values associated with the keys. And HashSet is unordered collection of unique elements only. So typically used to ensure that a collection contains no duplicate values. That's a HashSet. So this is a single element only, unique elements only, unordered collection. But this one HashMap is key value data structure. So that will store key value pair. As an entry will be stored there. That's a map, right? So HashMap is associate each key with a specific value. Each key is going to have one value. Basically, you are mapping key with value. Key with value, you will map. That's the HashMap. So, but here HashSet is, so when you want to check for presence of an element in collection, so with regard to its position, so there is no position concept, but basically you will use hashing concept, you will get that. So the common use cases of HashSet is including implementing a sets, ensuring uniqueness in a collection, then you will use HashSet. So when you want to maintain unique elements, so this is the best option. HashSet is the best option. So that's the HashSet. Why do you need? And HashMap is basically you want to store the configuration settings, caching, and representing relationship between so different data structures like graphs. So those areas will use HashMap widely. Okay. So if you see here, map, angular bracket, key data type is a string, value data type is an integer. That's the, so A is map equal to new hash map. You can add, so A is map dot the map name dot put method. The key is a string, that's why in double quotes. And the value is an integer, that is 25. So same like that, you can insert key value pair. So now you want to get the value. So you give the key name. So with the get method, it retrieves the 25 value. Right? That's the how this hash map works. So so set collection, set string unique names, new hash set, unique names dot add Alice, unique name dot add Bob. So and you can set boolean contains Alice, unique names that contains Alice is present in the this set collection or not. If it is present, it will return a true. If not present, returns false. So basically, both HashMap and a set so are hash-based data structures only, but they have different purposes. HashMap is used for mapping keys to values, while HashSet is used for maintaining unique elements in the collection. So that's the main difference between HashMap and HashSet. So this is another very important interview question. How HashMap works internally? How HashMap works internally? So internal means how they are storing. So you need to understand the internal structure of HashMap. So let's go and understand, basically, when you create a hash map, a string map, new hash map, the 16 buckets will store like this. So 16 buckets will store here. 16 buckets will be created. So this map contains 16 buckets. So when you the only 16 buckets, it will store everything, not like that. As I mentioned, 3/4 is filled. That means 75% of data is filled in the map. Then another 16 bucket will add. So like that is keep adding. It will keep enlarging. That's so this how map will work. Okay. But suppose so you need to understand this. Basically, HashMap will store in the linked list format. You need to understand what is a linked list. So linked list store the data in the form of buckets. Bucket is nothing but a linked list. So this is the linked list. So one node pointing to other node. That's a linked list. Link to each node. Okay, that's a linked list. How it will store. And so for example, so the from the front side you can add, even so back side also you can add elements, or you can retrieve elements. That's the how the linked list will be there. So one node pointing to other node. So that's our linked list structure, how it works. So let's go and understand. So this is the so 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, right? This is how structure will store. So every bucket inside, there is a linked list structure. So that's how it will store. But how it will go and store in that bucket? How do we know that? So there are formulas. Let's go and see that how each key value pair will go and store in that particular bucket. There are 16 buckets. Okay. Which bucket it will go store that value? So there is a process for that. Let's see that process. This is the one. So JV will take a put method key value and calculate the hash code of key. Then in step 2, this first step is, for example, when you call put method, map.put fb.a. So which bucket it will go in the 16 buckets? Which bucket it will go? How do you know that? The first step is find the hash code of the key. How can you find the hash code? Using hash code method, right? So you find the hash code of this FB. FB is the key. So you find the hash code of the key. So you suppose you got 2236. That's a hash code, integer number, right? Memory address of this FB. Then step 2, find the bucket index. So based on this hash code, you find the bucket index. What is the formula? Hash code. And so this is the, so double end is different. So this is and is different. Length -1. So it will calculate based on this 2236 and 16 -1. So length -1. This is the formula to get the bucket index. Suppose with this, you might get a 12th bucket. So that means this key value pair will go and store in the 12th bucket in a linked list format. First node, one node will create, a linked list node will create. In that linked list node, this key value pair will go and store first linked list node. Okay. So is this clear? First step. When you call put method, what will happen? So everybody clear on this? All are silent. You got it or no?
Yes, Ramesh.
Okay. Thanks. At least you responded. All other are silent. You don't want to respond at all. Okay. So fine. So first step is always when you call a put method, it will calculate hash code of the key using hash code method. So that key dot hash code method you will call. The second step is based on the hash code, then ampersand length -1 if you do, you will get the bucket index. That's the second step. So that means you got the bucket index. With this bucket index, this key value pair will go and store like this. See, 12th bucket. So when you call so put method, it will go and store in the first node of linked list in the 12th bucket. So it will store here. This is the node 1. So FB key and value will go and store there. Next. So suppose take one more key value pair. Suppose take one more key value pair. Like put LD and B, right? The key value pair. So key value pair. So the key, again, the first step is same. Again, it will calculate the hash code. So LD dot hash code, you will get the one more hash code value for this key. Then step 2, again, same procedure, right? Hash code ampersand length -1. So then now this time you might get a 8th bucket index. Now this value, the LD and B will go and store in the 8th bucket index. See, 8th bucket index, this will go store in the another linked list node, new node. So this is the first node in the 12th bucket. This is the first node in the 8th bucket. Both are first nodes only in the two different buckets. So take one more input, okay? Let's take one more data set. So that is going to explain the hash collision. What is a hash collision? I'll tell you that. The bucket is already having one node. That means now 12th, 8th bucket is having one node, right? Again, JVM tries to place one more node in the same bucket. That is called hash collision. What is hash collision? So the bucket is having already one node with the data. Again, JVM tries to place one more node in the same bucket. That is called hash collision. So very important interview question also is. First one is this entire question is a very important interview question. Even developers interview also, they will ask this question. How HashMap works internally. And suppose you take one more data set. So put EAEC, the hash code is you got T236, and again bucket index you got 12. Now, please understand, already 12th bucket is having one node, right, with one key value pair. Now another data set got the same bucket. That means this is so another data set also got the same bucket index. So same bucket index, you got it. Already the 12th bucket is having first node. Now second data set also got same bucket. Now how it will say one more node it will create or same node it will place? How do you know that? So that's a, please understand the next step is carefully watch this. So JVM checks if same key is present in the bucket or not using equals method. So JVM checks if same key is present in the bucket or not using equals method. Equals method, what it will do? It will compare two objects, right? If same key is present, that means it will update the existing key with a new value. Existing key with a new value. But if it is not same, a new node will create in the same bucket. That will go and store in the new node, that data set. Is this clear for everyone? In the 12th bucket, one node is present. second data set, when you are getting the same bucket index, both keys will compare by equals method. If the equals method returns a true, that means key is same. Key should not be duplicate, right? Key is same. That means you are updating the same key with a new value. So that is this how JVM plays that. If not same, the existing key and this key is not same, then a new node will create, new linked list node will create. This value will go and store in the new node. That means the linked list will grow now. One more node will create. So that first node will point to second node. The link will automatically establishes. That's the linked list structure, how it will store the key value pair in the hash map. So let's understand this here. If the existing key is not equal to new one, then the new data will be added to the same linked list as a second node. This is the one. If same, it will update. If not same, it will create a new node. Now you can observe that linked list is growing, this one and this one. So this is how it will insert the key value pairs. So here you are using equals method, hash code, put method. So these are all methods we are using. Is this clear till now? Now entire thing I am explaining in this summary of entire the put method. When you call put method, how it will go and store the values in the memory. So map.put key value. So when you call this map.put, first find the hash code of the key, then find the bucket index of the key using hash code, and then if hash collision means, okay, same bucket index, you got it. Then if hash collision occurs, so that means this one. If hash collision occurs, that means key already present in the same bucket. So the key and existing key both are equal. It will update the same key value with a new value. It will update the value only. If not same, a new linked list node will add. So hash collision is not there. So simply add a linked list as a first node in the other bucket index or same bucket index. If there is no hash collision at all, that means no node at all, no linked list node at all in the bucket. If hash collision is not there, means no bucket, no node at all in the bucket. So it will add as a first node. So this is the entire summary of how hash code works internally. So how this search will happen, okay? When you are getting from linked list one by one node, we'll search that, right? So that's a drawback of a linked list. Basically, you have multiple nodes. How it will search? For example, you want to find out the node item 3. So it will search from the beginning. Item 1 equals to item 3, not. Then item 2 equals to item 3, not. Item 3 equals to item 3, same. Then it will return for you. So this is basically a time-consuming process also. So that's the how HashMap works internally. So then how will you get the key value from the map? So there is a get method you have to use. Map.get EA. First again, it will find the hash code of this key and then find the bucket index using that hash code and go to that bucket index and get the, so you are giving a key. So that key is this one, okay? It will fetch for you the value. If it is not here, it will go and search here. This key is here, second node, and it will search that value, it will fetch for you. So like that, multiple nodes are there. Each node, it will go and search. So that's how it will know how HashMap works internally. So that's all for that day. And tomorrow we'll see some of the programs, and then we'll So this theory part is there still, and we'll finish the theory and then we'll go for the programs. Yeah.